Hello, family. This is Pastor Winfield here, and I wanted to come to you to bring you certain leadership principles that I believe are going to be a blessing to you in regards to vision. Now, vision is a very powerful thing because the reality of it is that we may hear in words, but we always think in vision. Now, that is a principle that I want you to be able to understand because now in the context of life, God is going to give you an opportunity to lead something, to lead people, to lead organizations, institutions, to lead whatever, sometimes even to lead yourself. And you're going to have to be able to have a vision, an outlook, a way, a picture of looking at something so that you can take it to the next level. Now, here's the first principle that I want you to really meditate on. The first principle is you can only see from where you stand. Now, the Bible says in the book of Habakkuk that Habakkuk was complaining about how the Chaldeans seemingly was prospering over the children of Israel. And in that context of him complaining, he did not see quite what God was doing because he was standing too low in order to see God's high vision for his own people. It is a powerful principle that I want us to understand because if you find yourself complaining about anything in your life, about maybe God hasn't answered your prayer about something, or maybe he didn't answer it the way that you wanted him to answer it, probably 9 times out of 10, the reason why your complaint is so big is because your vision is so small. And you got to understand that God has a way of giving you a big vision, but first you're going to have to change your feet. You're going to have to change where you're standing because you can only see from where you stand. Your standing gives you perspective. I remember one time, one of my godsons, we were going out on a trip. We were at Zion National Park out in Utah, and we were about to climb up a mountain. And at the top of the mountain, because he's an art major, at the top of the mountain, we saw these trees. And he said, Pastor Winfield, do you see those trees at the top of the mountain? And I said, yes. He said, isn't it interesting how from this perspective, those trees look small? And then he said that the trees that we were standing next to, and these trees that we were standing next to were about 20 feet high, he said that those trees are about the same height as the trees that we're standing next to. We just can't see the totality of the tree because of where we are standing. Here is the principle that I want to drive home with you. You can only see from where you are standing. And if that is the case, then you do not see all. And we cannot see all because where we stand is somewhat limited from where God stands. What God sees is from a higher perspective than what we see because of where he is in conjunction to where we are. And we've got to understand that when God asks for us to trust in him, he is asking us to trust in him because from where we stand, we can't see it all. We can't know it all. And so God asks for us to move our feet, move our minds, move our thoughts to a higher level so that we can receive the big vision that God has in store for us. So if you find yourself complaining today, if you find yourself complaining about life or complaining about some aspect of life, I want you to consider this. You can only see from where you are standing. And God is doing something far beyond what you can see because you are not there yet. So I want you to put some trust in God, put your faith in God, and understand that God is working some things out from where he is, and you're going to have to believe from where you stand. I'll talk to you later. I'll come back with part 2 of this power of vision. Peace.